Allison, tell us what's going on there.
Little Ferry is just devastated. I'm joined by both the mayor of Little Ferry and the chief of the fire department. And just speaking with them, I can tell that they're heartbroken. 80% of this town is covered in water. And you're saying there are 10,000 residents here, Mayor?
Yeah, it's nearly 11,000 residents of Little Ferry, and I think everybody in some way has been affected by this storm. There are still people right now trapped in their home.
Midland Beach has been very hard hit. Block after block, ruined homes and cars and property. There is no electricity in many areas of the Staten Island shoreline. And because of no electricity, that means there is no refrigeration. But help is on the way for desperate people. We are at one of the stations at Father Capodanno Boulevard and Hunter Avenue. If I could show you all of the bottled water. Now, Dawn, if we could also show people what's going on here at this station. If I walk a little farther, we have a Verizon tent. Inside this Verizon tent, you have multiple phones. People may have lost the battery life on their phones. There's horrible cell service out here. So this is a way that people can call loved ones and family and check in and let them know what is going on. According to the man who inside the tent here at Verizon, they say this is run by satellite, so they should not have any reception problems. There are other places, of course, in Manhattan, in Queens, and in Brooklyn. And if you want to find out where that is, all you have to do is log on to our website, pix11.com, and you can find out if there's one near you. If you desperately need food or water, that is the place to go. For now, we're live in Midland Beach on Staten Island. I'm Allison Kaden, Pix 11 News. And good morning to you. While there is no mandatory evacuation, the city is urging people to leave, especially if their homes are compromised. Several hundred elderly patients in healthcare facilities have already been evacuated here in the Rockaways. We're actually in front of the Ocean Promenade Rehabilitation and Nursing Center that is right on the water. And I just met Rob Johnson. Not only does he live here on Beach 113th Street, but he also works at the nursing home. Thank you so much for joining me, Rob. I understand last night you told me around 6 o'clock they evacuated the residents here. How did it go?
Well, it was smooth. It went organized, very organized. It was just a little hectic because of the streets is really cluttered with dirt and debris. So and they only could use one street. Right. You know, so it was all right though, but they got them out in time.
And you told me that they had stayed during Sandy. So why leave this time?
To make sure nothing else happens because of the coastal flooding warning, and we're right here on the coast, right at the beach, and we can't afford another flooding. We just got the basement pumped out and everything, and the first floor fixed up a little bit, so they didn't want to take any chances. You're
telling me it was a pretty terrifying experience, and one thing the city is saying, while this nursing home does have a generator, as well as the other healthcare facilities here in the Rockaways have generators, they're worried about the rain and the snow and the flooding compromising those generators, and then there would have to be emergency evacuations. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time with us. If we could swing around, we can show you a little bit more of Beach 113th Street. This is where Rob Johnson lives. You can see the debris in the street. You got piles of sand. You got the contents of people's homes. You get some flooding. You get some winds in here, and that could cause a big problem. You could whip it around and cause even more destruction and danger for people. Again, the city is urging that people leave, especially if they have young children or people who are elderly living in their homes. There's no electricity here, and that's one other thing. If you can get in touch with people who live out here in the Rockaways and let them know to leave, that'd be great, because I did talk to some people earlier here who say they had no idea a nor'easter was even coming. We're live in the Rockaways. I'm Allison Kaden, Pix 11 News. Morning. We are on Bunker Drive. We were here on Tuesday, and we decided we should come back after this nor'easter and check in on this street in Oceanside. And what we found, very frustrated, cold people. And the damage that was here on Tuesday, it remains. There still is no electricity, and now there's about 6 inches of snow.
It's beyond cold. It's dangerous. My mother-in-law's living with me because she got displaced. She's 70-something years old. She's freezing. We got 16 blankets on my kids. What else are we going to do?
So as you can see, we have some very frustrated, angry people living on Bunker Drive. And LIPA, if you guys are watching this, these people need help. And I know LIPA has said they are working as fast as they can, but even politicians have blasted the utility, saying they are not giving out information fast enough. They are not working fast enough. Again, LIPA had said their goal was to get 90% of its customers up and running by last night. But then the nor'easter blew in, and this morning we watched the numbers rise. Currently still over 200,000 customers on Long Island without power. Here in Oceanside, that number is about 2,800 customers without electricity. Well, we're live in Oceanside on Long Island. I'm Allison Kaden, Pix 11 News. And good morning to you. The reason why I have my hand to my ear is because I'm listening to the sweet hum of a generator. People here in Oceanside on Bunker Drive, they still do not have power a week and a half after Sandy. And we were here earlier this week, and it looks like nothing changed except for the heavy, wet snow that is now sitting on sagging power lines and sloping trees. And I've met some really nice people here on Bunker Drive, and they are starting to lose their patience, I tell you that. And one of those people here is Steve Rubin. He's at 392 Bunker Drive, and he's invited us into his home, and he is going to basically tell us what he's been going through and what it's like. Now, Steve, you just fired up that generator a few minutes ago. What was the temperature inside your home before, and what is it now?
It was 51 degrees. I think we're up to 52 now.
52 degrees. And you have two young children. Your mother-in-law is here. Is that any way for them to live?
Absolutely not. Well, there was four of us sleeping in one bed last night. Me, my wife, my two kids. We couldn't fit my mother-in-law. And we were freezing the whole night. None of us slept. My mother-in-law slept on the couch over here. She was cold all night. I had to go in and check on her. She's a senior citizen. She can't live like this.
Well, let's go upstairs. Please come with me. And you're getting a look at actually your mother-in-law's belongings, because she was totally flooded out of her home. She's also here in Oceanside, correct?
Yes, that's true.
And so now her apartment is condemned?
Condemned. They gave us about 2 days. We had to run in, grab everything we could, anything we could salvage, which you see in front of you right now, and bring it back to our house. And now she's living with us.
And currently more than 200,000 customers do not have power. I did not get direct answers. All I got from LIPA is that they currently have 8,000 crews out today working to restore power, and they are now assessing the damage from this nor'easter on top of the damage they were already dealing with from Sandy. So really, you have a lot of people waking up this morning on Long Island very cold, and they're getting very angry. They want answers. They're not getting them. They want their electricity back now. For now, we're live in Oceanside. I'm Allison Kaden, Pix 11 News.